Hey, what's going on, y'all? Shout out to you for coming through. It's your boy 1PTA. Oh man, another day, another nursing home. Just got off, crazy day. Met some interesting people today, man. This is why I like working PRN. If you work in healthcare, you should work PRN because you get to meet so many different people. You get to go to so many different places and meet so many different people. You get so many different interesting stories. Oh man, I had a guy today who said he was a truck driver. Some of these stories, some of them be a little exaggerated, man. When you meet somebody in the 80s, you gotta be careful what you believe. Because some of them be a little exaggerated. Oh man, I met a guy today who said he was a truck driver for 55 years. 55 years, and he drove, what did he say? 1 million miles. Was it 1 million or 5 million? Something like that. 1 million or 5 million miles in 55 years. That's how much driving he did as a truck driver. I said, oh, okay, really? Just listen. I just love listening to him, man. I love listening to him. I had another guy who said he was a trailer park manager. I met a couple of trailer park managers before. And he said he had to sue his own friend 2 times. This is one of the reasons why I never want to become a landlord. Even though I'm going to become a landlord, I don't want to become a landlord because I don't want to be relying on nobody who I don't really know paying rent like that. I know real estate is very lucrative, but nah, man, I can't be a landlord, bro. He said he had to sue his own friend twice for not paying the rent when he was a trailer park manager. I'm like, man, that's got to be tough. He was like, yeah. He said he lost a few friendships, but he was at the point. He was like, I don't care if you're my mother or my brother. He was like, you don't pay your rent. He said, I'm gonna take you to court. I don't want to be like that, man. I swear I don't. I do not want to be dealing with tenants. Oh man. But anyway, man, good day. Love meeting new people. I had a lady, she had me cracking up. I had a lady who was working with me in the gym, man. She was doing some exercises and she said, I think I gotta go to the bathroom. I think I gotta go pee. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna need to take you to the bathroom. She was like, oh, you know what? I already went. Don't worry about it. Just like older people, man, they be so candid. They be so like when you get a certain age, yo, it doesn't even matter anymore. Your whole decor and there's not much filter, man. That's why I love working with the older population, man. I love it. She's like, don't worry, I already went. Don't worry about it. I said, okay, man. Oh man, but today's video, yo, I want to talk about a topic that me and my coworker, shout out to my coworker. I sometimes get lessons from my coworkers, not just the older population. I like having conversations with my coworkers, and we work PRN. I get so many coworkers. I make so many friends working PRN because I'm constantly going to so many different buildings. But in working in nursing homes, a lot of the lessons we get as coworkers, we get from our patients. And a lot of things that we see with our family members and our parents too. So one of my coworkers, shout out to my girl Tia, what up, yo? She used to work in the financial sector, and she used to have to deal with people who lost their loved ones. And when a person loses their loved one, or let's say a child loses their mother or father, you now have to get access to their financials, their bank accounts, their, investment accounts, things like that. And her working in the financial space, she was telling me that, you gotta have your paperwork in order, meaning you have to be listed as I believe you gotta be listed as a beneficiary, a payable on death beneficiary. I believe you also still have to show proof of death with a death certificate for a bank or an institution to release those funds from mom and dad or grandma to you. So it seemed like it's a few hoops you got to go through. So today's topic is, the question or the title of today's video is, do you have mom and dad's bank account information? Do you even know if you are listed as a beneficiary? These are conversations that we don't typically have, but we gotta have them. I just had this conversation with my moms a while back, being as though, I'm the power of attorney, and I'm the one that's going to execute her last wishes. And just because you're a power of attorney, that don't necessarily mean nothing. If you're not listed on that bank account as a beneficiary or primary beneficiary, I don't believe they can just give you access to it. And one thing you got to understand about passing away that's not talked about a lot. Let's see, how can I put this? It costs money to die. I know I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious. It is expensive to die in America. Did you know that? How much does it cost to die? Are you ready to die? Like, can you afford to die? That's a good question, right? I don't think many people think about that. On average, I believe, I just had a couple funerals in my family on my wife's side recently. I believe to get cremated in 2024, you're looking at, I don't know, upwards of $8,000 to $10,000 to be cremated. I think a burial, maybe 15 to 20, depending on which package you get, But yeah, can you afford to die? And one of the things you have to do is have someone have access to your bank account information so that you can pay for your own funeral. Isn't that crazy? Think of the culture and society we live in. You got to pay to die. It's expensive to die. But these are conversations that we don't really have with grandma and grandpa and mom and dad. I had to have a long, lengthy conversation with my mother. So in order to get access to that information, you got to be listed on their account. So you got to make sure you are listed on those accounts if you are the sole beneficiary or the, person who is going to be responsible for carrying out the last wishes. Because for a lot of people, they're not ready for that responsibility, and that responsibility just falls squarely in their lap. You feel me? I already know I'm going to have to take on that responsibility. I already know it. So I had to have a long conversation with mom, and to be honest, the way I did it, I know I'm listed as a beneficiary, but I don't necessarily want to go through all the hoops of dealing with institutions, and I got to show you the certificate, and I got to have this paperwork signed, I got to do that. No, I'm just going to need your bank account information, mom, with your passwords and everything. That way is seamless. Now, for everybody it's different. Now, you might have a mom or dad that don't trust you with that information. Just want to keep it, hey, I just got you in the paperwork as a beneficiary when I pass away. And that's all right too. But, you might not want to go through all that. Or you might trust your kids so much, you know what? I'll just give you access to it. If anything happens, I want it to be nice and simple for you and everybody, that you can just have access to it and take care of it. So it's a conversation that you gotta have. What about your spouse? That's another thing. Do you have access to your spouse's information? You got their passwords and account IDs and all these numbers we gotta have now? Or are you listed as a primary beneficiary or the beneficiary payable on death? Are you listed as that? Conversations we gotta have with everybody. And to be honest with you, the system benefits from us not having these conversations, because the system recirculates all of that money and all of those finances that aren't accounted for and aren't prepared for, recirculates it right back into the system. Or it's got to go through probate, got to go through the court system. And when it goes through probate, best believe they're going to get their cut. Best believe it. They're going to get their cut for all their pain and suffering for dealing with it. So sometimes you got to understand the game you're in and know the rules and play by the rules. Make sure that paperwork is in order. Now this goes to everybody's account, even your children's accounts. Do they have beneficiaries listed? Do you have access? Do you have those account IDs and passwords? Whew. And we see a lot of this in healthcare. I'm not gonna say I was in the middle, but I had let's just say a disgruntled patient, and his oldest son had to keep coming to the nursing home to beg Dad to give him access to the information, to the accounts. Dad didn't want to give it to him, so it was this big, these are things that should be sorted out well ahead of time, because Dad was probably in his late 80s. So these are things that should be sorted out well ahead of time before it gets to that point where, there's confusion. Woo! So lessons, man, there is always a lesson in the nursing home. Always, all the time. I can't believe that lady just said, I just peed on myself. Don't worry about it. Oh, man, she had me cracking up this morning. The trailer park slumlord. The slumlord of the trailer park. He said he will sue you in a heartbeat. You won't pay the rent. Oh, man. So, yeah, yo, another day, another lesson, another fun-filled day. There's always lessons with the elderly. I love working with them. But for now, I'm going to keep my eyes on the road. I'm going to head home safely. Y'all be cool. Make sure you respect your elders and have your paperwork in order. All of yous. Mom, dads, yours, your husband, your spouse, your children. Get that paperwork in order. I think we just need to have a day you take off and get everything in order. Make sure all accounts, all beneficiaries are listed. The percentages of all the beneficiaries are listed. The main, the primary, everything is in order. Okay? So, please feel free to comment. Give me your thoughts. If you set it up a different way, let me know. Because everybody's got different ways. You might have, your trust set up. You might have your will set up. You might have, where you got access to everything. And, you might not want to deal with the whole got to present a death certificate to a bank. You might not want to go that route. You might just want to have quick, easy access to take care of things. Because, the last thing you want to have is, all these obstacles when you got a funeral to take care of. You feel me? So, yeah, yo. That's the video, man. I appreciate you for stopping through. Just give y'all something to think about. Because I definitely think about these things. So I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video. Y'all be cool.